Hello person watching this video. My name is Neko and welcome to Let's Play Pokémon Yellow. Now, this is my first Let's Play and I'm not too sure how things will go. I've just finished recording all of my episodes for my Let's Remember Pokémon series, and doing a Let's Play is something I always wanted to do, especially of games that I hold very dear to my heart. So I figured Pokémon Yellow was the right one to start with. It's one of my most nostalgic games, and I feel it would be nice for a chill Let's Play. I don't think I can teach you anything you don't know about Pokémon, unless of course this is your first time watching this game. It is likely that some people may stumble upon this without ever seeing the game, but if you're a Pokémon fan, don't expect to learn anything new here. I mostly want this to be a relaxed and chill Let's Play. Something you could watch late at night, maybe before going to bed, or something to relax as you do homework, you know? I'm going to call myself Ash, just because in this adventure, we're going to be starting our journey with Pikachu. Ash is a fitting name for that. And because of that, I'll be calling my rival Gary. Simple as that. So, let's begin our journey into the world of Pokémon. The first thing I'm going to do, as always, when I begin the game, is to go and get a potion from my storage. It's always a good way to start a Pokémon playthrough, and it can give you the edge you need in your first battle. This is something I'll show you later on. So, we're going to head downstairs, bid farewell to our mother, and something interesting here. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. If I remember correctly, this is a reference to Stand By Me, a movie that is surprisingly popular in Japan. If you play the untranslated version, or the original version of the game, the quote is the exact same. Pallet Town, the hometown of our main character. Every time I hear the Pallet Town theme, I'm filled with nostalgia. It reminds me of the very first time I played the game with my friend Jean-Eric. I could listen to that track for a long time. It's relaxing and so peaceful. I remember my friend and I being so intrigued as to what was down there. Just so eager to discover what this world had in store for us. Now you may notice the colors, because this is Pokémon Yellow. All of the towns have their specific colors, and the Pokémon sprites will also have various different colors. To begin your journey, you simply step out into the tall grass, and then Professor Oak shows up. Apparently, it's dangerous to step into tall grass because wild Pokémon live there. And just as he says that, a Pikachu appears. Professor Oak catches it inside a Pokéball, and you'd better enjoy this because this is one of the rare instances in the game where Pikachu will actually be inside its Pokéball. Just like in the show, this Pikachu is not very fond of being in these little things. Ooh! A Pokémon can appear anytime in tall grass. You need your own Pokémon for your protection. I know! Here, come with me! And so we follow him to his lab, the biggest building in town. And who's waiting here for us? Oh, Professor Oak's grandson, Gary. As impatient as always. Gary, our rival in this game, always one step ahead of us. Now, unlike the original Red and Blue version, where you had a choice between 3 different Pokémon, in this one you can only choose one Pokémon. There's only one there on the table, and Professor Oak wants you to take it. So, without much more choice, we're going to take that one. What's inside this Pokéball? What? And of course, Gary takes it out of jealousy. Of course, he can't let you have the first Pokémon. But that's quite alright, Professor Oak has more than one. Which Pokemon do you think he'll give us? The Pikachu that he just caught. It's kind of wild, however. And by wild, you'll see what he means. For now, I'm going to give Pikachu a little nickname. Our little buddy will be called the same nickname as my cat. I'm going to call him Picar. What a fine name, Picar. I'm going to explain the origin of that name later on.
Wait, Ash! Let's check out our Pokémon! Come on, I'll take you on!
I don't think I'll try to voice every single character. And so begins our first Pokémon battle with our rival Gary. He sends out his Pokémon Eevee. And now I will admit, I'm kind of jealous. Eevee is one of my favorite Pokémon. So we're going to go all out and start with an attack, the Thunder Shock. Poor little guy, I don't want to shock you, but your master is leaving me no choice. You must appreciate the competition anyway, right? I always believed Pokemon had quite the fighting spirit, and that they enjoyed Pokemon battles. Otherwise, the whole premise of Pokemon would be kind of messed up, wouldn't it? He's used Tail Whip so many times, this is not looking good for me. Hopefully this Thunder Shock will do the job. See, this is the kind of thing that can happen to you in this game. If your opponent uses a lot of Tail Whip, then your defense goes down and you can lose your first battle, even after using a potion. What a way to begin the game, huh? Let's go see the professor. Oh, what's going on here? Pikachu doesn't want to stay inside its Pokeball. I remember as a kid, I was so excited to play this game and have the opportunity to hang out with Pikachu like this. Though, because of how we just began, and I lost my battle, Pikachu doesn't like me. He turned its back to me. But that's okay. We're only beginning our journey after all. That's alright, Pikachu, you'll see. We're going to accomplish great things. And the first thing we'll do is we're going to go see Gary. Gary's sister, more precisely. And ask her for a little favor. Oh? I thought she'd give us the town map, but apparently I was wrong. Maybe it's too early for that. For now, let's go see Mom. Let's heal up. Take a quick rest. And then, we'll be on our way. There's a little something we need to do in the next town, Viridian City, just up north. So it's time for Pikachu and I to leave on our journey. Doesn't look too eager to go. That's okay, Pikachu. I'll keep you safe. This first Pokemon battle was tough, but you'll see. You'll become stronger. And so we step out on Route 1, from Pallet Town to Viridian City. Now, if you talk to this gentleman here, he actually works at the Pokemon Mart, just up north, and he'll give us a sample. A very useful item, another potion. Now it's time to walk into the tall grass. I wonder what Pokemon we'll encounter first. Pikachu, get ready. It's Pidgey, a bird Pokemon, and it's level 5. But, because it's a flying type, it's actually weak to electricity. Starting with Pikachu gives us quite the edge here. I took him down in one hit. Though, to be honest, at least it was a critical hit. It sure helped. Are you happy, Pikachu? He looks like, that was nothing. Of course, you're the best, little buddy. Shall we have another battle before we make it to town? Doesn't look too sure about it. Let's just go for now. And so we make it to Viridian City. Now, this little city here, there is not much we can do right now in this town, but there is something we need to pick up for Professor Oak. The guy at the Pokemart here has an item for Professor Oak, some parcel that we need to take back to him. I imagine the Pokemon Mart also works as a post office. So, now that we've got his parcel, we can head back. This building here is extremely important. It's the Pokemon Center. It's a hospital for Pokemon, basically. You can use it to heal your Pokemon if they're wounded from battle. But because Pikachu won in one hit, he's fine right now. If you use these ledges, you can jump all the way back down and not cross the tall grass. But because Pikachu is still level 5 and I'd like him to train a little bit, we're going to walk through the grass. We may get an encounter, which would be useful. I think this is it. Right here. Or not. Well, let's get an encounter on purpose then. Maybe down here? Well, what do you know, Pikachu? Looks like wild Pokemon are very quiet today. We'll train on our way back up to Viridian City. For now, let's deliver the parcel. What do you think? No, Pikachu's doing great, but we've only had one battle so far. Of course we have a parcel for you. A custom Pokeball. Now, I've always wondered what that was. It's so intriguing, he never mentions it again. I imagine it's something he got delivered from the Sylph Corporation in Saffron City. After all, they specialize in making different kinds of Pokeball. And now Professor Oak will ask me for a favor. Something that Professor Oak will give us that will be very useful on our journey. He's got a quest for us. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokémon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Ash and Gary, take these with you. This is how we get the Pokédex. To make a complete guide on all the Pokémon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So, I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two! This is a great undertaking in Pokémon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Ash, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Ash. And so, Gary leaves on his journey, being a jerk, as usual. What do you think, Pikachu? Yeah, I'm sorry. You're really not in a good mood right now. It's from losing that battle to Gary, isn't it? Don't worry. Next time we see him, we'll win for sure. Time to step out. It's another Pidgey! And it's level 6, slightly stronger than the other one. Now we can't count on doing another critical hit. So, this is going to be tougher, Pikachu. Now we take our first attack, a Gust attack. In later games, Gust is considered a flying type move, but because this is an early game, it's still just a normal type attack. If it had been a flying type move, then it would not have been very effective on Pikachu, since he's an electric type. Something I should have done before leaving is telling my mom that I'm leaving on a journey, right? Let's heal up Pikachu. Well, time to go. Let's go, little guy. We've got a big journey ahead of us, so let's go to Viridian City. Oh, another Pokemon. It's a Rattata. This one is very weak though, it's only level 2. But maybe it's going to be just enough experience to level up our little Pikachu. Come on, Picard, let's take it down. It was probably trying to steal food from us. And there you go, level 6. And we learn a new move, Tail Whip. The move that Eevee was spamming on us earlier. Are you happy, Picard? Not so much. Still a work in progress. Well, let's make our way to Viridian City. There's an item I really want to buy. Because now that we have a Pokédex, if we go back to the Pokémart, we can purchase our first Pokéballs. I'm going to buy, let's say I'm going to buy 5, and keep the rest of my money for emergency items like antidotes and paralyzed eel. It's always nice to have a little pharmacy on you, just in case you get some status effects from wild Pokémon. So, let's go do some shopping. Alright, let's take a look at that inventory. So, Pokéball is up there, and then there's everything for your own little pharmacy. Potion to recover hit points, antidotes to take away the poison, paralyzed eel to remove paralysis, and burn heal to heal just that, burns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 5 of them. So we're going to be set to do some capturing. And just to play it safe, I always want to have 2 antidotes and 2 paralyzed eels. It's extremely unlikely for anything to burn you in the beginning of the game, so this item is practically useless right now. I don't think there's a single fire type we're going to encounter anytime soon. But we'll keep the rest of our money. We never know. It's good to have a little bit of money on the side, right, Pikachu? Well, let's explore a little bit. Just west of Viridian City, there's another route here we can take. But before we go, I'm going to show you a little something. There's not much you can do up here, but there's an item you can grab right here. Another potion, always useful to have. We're going to make our way west. There's a patch of tall grass right here with more variety of different Pokemon you can find. So, let's see what we can find here. Whatever this is, I'm going to catch it. It's Rattata, and it's a level 3. Well, Pikachu, how about we add someone to the team? This should be just enough to catch it. Rattata will join the team. Go, Pokéball! Let's see here. Yep, it's caught! And that's how Rattata joins our party. We'll chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, it is certain that 40 more live in the area. So these things are extremely common. This little guy I'm going to call Rick. Well, Rick, welcome to the party. Let's heal him up real quick. He's in bad shape right now, he just fought with Picard. I'm going to train Picard just a little bit more, because Rick is still level 3. I'd like to train him close to Pallet Town where Pokemon are weaker. Or there's another strategy I could use for training, I'll show you in a moment. Now what else is there here? Ah, a female Nidoran. I'm going to catch that one too. This should be good enough. How should we call Nidoran? I think I'm going to call her Nina. Let's see here. A mild-mannered Pokemon that does not like to fight. Beware, its small horns secrete venom, so it's a poison type. a really tiny little rodent of a poison type. We're going to call her Nina. There you go. We just had 2 new party members. Let's heal her up real quick. Here you go. And now I'm going to train Pikachu a little bit. A good way to train, of course, is to wander the tall grass and just do a couple of battles to get your Pikachu to train its techniques. To hone its skills, as they say. See, in Nidoran's Pokédex entry, it said that she didn't like to fight, and judging from the little amount of damage she did, I'd believe that. Maybe Nidoran is more of a defensive Pokémon than an offensive one. Oh, Mankey, a fighting type. This one is more wild, and you have to be careful. It can get pretty nasty. This Pokémon has a wild temper. Let's catch it too. We've got a nice variety of Pokémon right now. And this little guy, because he's a fighting type, I'm going to call him Lee. An agile Pokémon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. So our little fighter will be called Lee. There you go. I'm out of potions, so I can't heal Lee right away, but I'm going to take him to the Pokémon Center later on. I could have done the same for Rattata and Nidoran, I realize that, but there's something I always love doing, and it's healing my Pokémon as soon as I get them. I know that affection is not as relevant in this game as it is in later games, but I still like it just knowing that my Pokémon are treated well and that I don't keep them in bad shape as we walk around. Pikachu is still not in the best of moods. We need to form a bond. We need to have some experiences and fight together. Oh, and here comes a Nidoran male. Pikachu, let's go. Let's catch this guy too. We're starting to run out of Pokeballs, however. So many things to catch around here. Its large ears are always kept upright. If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. So, of course, like the female version, the male is another poison type. Though its fangs, its horn and spikes are much sharper. And the nickname we'll give to our little Nidoran will be Nino, so he'll fit with Nina. I imagine they're brothers and sisters. I'm going to quickly head back to town and heal up. After all, we've got Lee and Nino who need some serious healing right now. There you go. And that's the healing process. We already have 5 Pokémon with us, and our journey is just beginning. What do you think, Pikachu? Still not quite happy about it, huh? That's okay. Let's head back outside. There's a lot of things for us to see. And we're going to do just that in the next episode. Until next time, I'm going to save this game. And I will see you in the next episode. Good night!